What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggle's TV Daily Rewind. Is where we go back a week and put the last 7 tech news videos in one single video. In case you missed it, it makes it really easy to hit play, watch them all in one, and you're ready to go. And you're caught up with all of the tech news, especially mobile stuff, Samsung news, all that stuff. So this week was crazy full of news. We had information on the Galaxy S21, Note 21, and the future of those phones. Some of that stuff's going to get you upset. Some of them might get you excited. For me, I'm actually very excited about the future of Samsung phones. You've got information on the PlayStation 5. The pre-orders went live, the pricing, all of that stuff. We've got information on Samsung One UI 3.0, the next Galaxy Z Flip, the 2nd generation, and so much more. Enjoy the video this week. Let me know what your favorite news story is of the week, and I'll see you in the next one. Boom. Let's get into the tech news. First story of the day. It's official, the LG Wing has been announced by LG. They put out a video about this phone, and we know quite a bit about it. The only thing that we don't know, at least what I saw anyway, I didn't see a price or an official release date, but in terms of specs, what you're going to get is kind of like a mid-range device, and we've kind of known this. You're going to get a 6.8-inch main display with a 2460 by 1080 display. It's going to be a POLED display. The second display will be 3.9-inch GOLED with a resolution of 1240 by 1080. It's going to run Android 10, have a Snapdragon 765G with 5G, 8 gigabytes of RAM, 256 gigabytes of storage with micro SD card support, a 4,000 milliamp battery. The rear camera will be 64 megapixels with a 13 megapixel ultra wide and a 12 megapixel ultra wide big pixel. The front camera will be 32 megapixel standard. Wi-Fi, you can see 802.11ab, GNAC, Bluetooth 5.1, NFC, Type-C charging. The camera's going to have a gimbal motion camera, so you should get really steady video with this. An in-display fingerprint sensor, Qualcomm Quick Charge 4.0, wireless charging. It's going to come in Aurora Gray and Illusion Sky. And obviously it comes in all the different orientations that you would expect. It seems like an exciting phone. I mean, only thing for me is that I do wish it had a faster processor. I know with the LG Velvet, the 765G is a little bit sluggish at times. So it's tough to go from like an 865 plus to this, which kind of should be expected. I don't know. But the price you would assume is probably going to be very reasonable on this. So I'm kind of excited about it. Hopefully LG sends it my way so I can do a bunch of videos on it. This is going to be what the OnePlus 8T looks like. It'll have 65 watt fast charging as well on it. And it's got a little bit of a camera bump on the back and a little camera hole in the top left. But again, this is the OnePlus 8T, 6.55-inch display, HD plus resolution, 120 hertz refresh rate. The Google Pixel 5 is basically officially going to be announced on September 30th, as you can see right here. Your couch is the best seat in the house. We invite you to learn all about the new Chromecast, our latest smart speaker, and the new Pixel phones. Now, the new Chromecast should have Android TV built into it, so you can use it independently of your phone. The latest smart speaker should just be a smart speaker with no display, and then the Pixel phone should be the Pixel 5. Max Weinbach put out a tweet last night saying you should see a movement on the US Unlocked Fold 2 tomorrow. Should be a Wednesday-ish delivery. Also, demand, at least in the US, was about double what we expected, and I checked my own order and I can no longer cancel it, and it says in process. So it seems like what he said yesterday came true, and these should be getting tracking numbers later today, aka Monday, with Wednesday delivery. So very exciting if you're waiting on the unlocked version of the Fold 2 from Samsung. And the last story of the day, as you can see, directly from Samsung. We asked, you answered, we delivered. Here's the Galaxy for every fan, unpacked September 23rd, 2020. So another unpacked event. This is gonna be the third one just within the last, 45 days or so, something like that. And this one's going to be for the Galaxy S20 FE, also known as Fan Edition. I haven't really talked about this. I didn't think it'd be a huge deal, but maybe it will be. This is going to be what it's going to look like. It will have a flat display. In terms of specs, you're getting a 6.5-inch flat AMOLED display with 120 hertz refresh rate. You can also expect a Snapdragon 865 processor, 128 gigs of storage, 6 gigabytes of RAM, and a price that competes with probably like one of the iPhone 12s and something like a Pixel 5. So you're probably looking at maybe like a $700, $800 price for this phone. So competitive, big display because it's flat, and pretty decent specs at that. Let's get into the tech news. First story of the day, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate is now available for your Galaxy phone. So if you bought the Note 20 and you got the Game Pack, you get 3 months of that. You can now take advantage of that and stream games from the cloud to your phone and use, if I can find it, do I have it here? I don't see it. I do see it. The game controller. So you can take advantage of that. You can use any Xbox game controller, but if you have the one that you got with your pre-order for the Galaxy Note 20, you can now take advantage of it, 3 months of that. And then also, if you don't and you want to try this out, it's $1, I believe, for 1 month, or $1 for 3 months, or something like that. But it allows you to stream games from the cloud to your phone or tablet. Next up is a little update for the Galaxy Z Fold 2 5G unlocked version from Samsung. I've officially received my order notice that it has shipped. So they're saying on their website that's going to arrive September 19th. But when I check my tracking number on FedEx, it says it's going to arrive on tomorrow, which would be February 16th. So go by what FedEx is saying and not by what Samsung is saying. Also, even before this, I checked the advanced tracking information on FedEx, and it showed me that it was going to arrive February 16th as well. So check your orders on Samsung if you haven't received an email, or even contact them. Last story of the day, as you know, One UI 2.5 is out right now on a few phones with the Galaxy series. What about One UI 3.0? Well, the beta is out, and we know the changelog, the things that are coming out that'll be updated for the phone. So let's check out this long list of new updated features. On the home screen, you can now touch an app to add an associated widget, which couldn't you do that before, I guess? Turn the screen off by double tapping on an empty area of the home screen. You can turn this on in settings, advanced features, motions, and gestures. On the lock screen, there's a dynamic lock screen which now has more categories, and you can select more than one lock screen widget, and they're improved. You can see your conversations and media more convenient in those sections when you swipe down from the top of the screen. Always on display widgets are improved. Accessibility, if you're into that. The Samsung keyboard, you can now find the keyboard settings more easily under general management in settings, and the settings have been reorganized to put the most important ones first. Samsung DeX, which is going to allow you to, you can now connect to supported TVs wirelessly. You could do that before on 2.5, maybe you don't have 2.5. 3.0 will obviously let you do it. New touchpad multi-gestures let you change screen zoom and font size more easily. On the Internet app, which is their Samsung browser, it added the ability to block websites from redirecting you when you tap the back button. Added warnings and blocking options for websites that show too many pop-ups or notifications. Rearranged menus to make things a little bit easier to find. Add the option to hide the status bar for a more immersive browsing experience. Increase the maximum number of tabs to 99. Added the ability to lock and reorder tabs. Improved design for tab bar, which is now supported on all devices. And its support for Samsung Internet Edge panel. Contacts and phone added the option to help you quickly delete duplicate contacts and enhanced the search experience. Phone and calls added the ability to customize the call screen with your own pictures and videos. Messages app created a trash bin to store recently deleted messages. Call and text on other devices added the ability to turn call and text on other devices on or off with Bixby routines. Calendar, they added the events at the same time are now shown together in month and agenda view. Reorganized options for adding and editing events. Improved layout for full screen
alerts. If you use their reminders, they improved the layout for full screen alerts. Digital well-being and parental controls have some new features as well. The camera, they improved autofocus and auto exposure functionality and usability. They also, within the camera, improved stabilization when taking photos of the moon at high zoom levels. That'd be a good one. Photo editor added the ability to revert edited pictures back to their original versions. Bixby routines, they added the grouped preset routines to help you get started quickly and learn how to build your own routines quickly. You can also now see that actions are reversed when a routine ends, and they added a few other routines in here. As far as what it looks like, here is some screenshots from Max Weinbach. Here's his home screen right here with some new wallpapers. Here's another one of the quick toggles. The next one shows you even more of the quick toggles. And then the last one you see is the multi-window, so you can see what apps you have open. So let's get into the news. First story of the day is a reminder for the PlayStation 5 event. It's today, 1 p.m. Pacific, so only a couple more hours from now, you can be watching it live. They should announce PlayStation 5 pre-order price, date, release date, and show off a bunch of PlayStation 5 games. So if you're interested in that console, you're definitely going to want to watch. I'll link it in the description down below. Next up, a viewer of mine by the name of Remco. Thank you so much for sending me these. Sent me a bunch of photos from the Netherlands launch of the Galaxy Z Fold 2 5G event. And they go over there, I guess they pick it up at a store, the Samsung store. They get a little walkthrough. They get some goodies, it looks like, as well. And ultimately, I said the experience was pretty good. The person that showed off the phone wasn't super knowledgeable. I guess they were a little bit shy showing it off. But ultimately, he loves the phone. He thinks it's a great phone. And I'm super happy to hear this because I'm getting the phone myself as well as you guys as well. I know a lot of you are getting this unlocked or carrier version of the phone. Today's our day, guys. Today's our day. So very cool stuff. If you're getting the Z Fold 2 5G, let us know in the comments down below if it's unlocked, carrier edition. Next up is all about the Galaxy Z Flip 2nd generation. Now we've already had kind of two versions of this phone. We've had a 4G version and a 5G version. Basically the same, some slight differences in terms of specs, but ultimately the same phone. This would actually be a real, true 2nd generation device. Now this information is coming from Chun, and he's saying these rumors are as of September 2020, and he's 100% confident in there being a bigger outer display, because if you remember with the Z Flip, it's got a very small outside display. It's saying it's gonna be bigger on this one. New ultra thin glass on the inside of the phone, upgraded hinge, which people already rave about the hinge now, so if better hinge is even obviously more amazing. Bigger battery, which I love to see because you're going to get better battery life. A bit concerned on seeing a higher refresh rate display. I think they're going to have it, but we'll have to wait and see. He's not super confident in it, but still, I can't imagine they're not going to have a high refresh rate in it. Unconfirmed is the total specs being screen size, processor, and cameras. Also the design of it, he's not super confident in what it's going to completely look like. But this is some good stuff so far with the Galaxy Z Flip 2nd generation. We'll see what they end up calling it. What do you guys think they'll call it? Last story of the day is all about the Galaxy S21 Plus and S21 Ultra. We've spoken about the battery sizes for these phones over the last few weeks, and it looks like this information is now coming up as confirmed from Galaxy Club, and that is that the Galaxy S21 Ultra will have a 5,000 milliamp battery, and the S21 Plus will have a 4,500 milliamp battery. Now, if you remember, those actually match identically with the S20 Plus and S20 Ultra battery. So no bigger, better batteries with the newer phones, unfortunately. The other thing to remember is that there's rumors going around that the S21 and Note 21 versions of the phone are not going to be the best spec'd out versions. Samsung puts out that they're going to reserve that for their foldable phones. So you might end up seeing, phones that have really good specs still, don't get me wrong, but aren't the highest spec'd out phones. I'm just kind of surprised they're not putting bigger batteries in here. It's got to be maybe the weight. They don't want these phones to get heavier and heavier. That's the only thing I can think of, because why wouldn't they want to give us better and better battery life with these phones? Let's get into the news. First story of the day, PlayStation 5 officially announced how much their console was going to cost, when the pre-order was, and release date. So they announced that it's going to be $399 for the digital edition and $499 for the PS5 with the disc drive, or disc I should say, in there. So you can get either one, and they also announced their pre-orders would start the next day. And that release date would be November 12th for a few countries, and then November 19th everywhere else. But pre-orders didn't start the next day, which would have been today. They actually started the same day that they announced the availability of the console, the price, and all of that. They literally, retailers started putting that up hours later, and it sold out in like seconds. It was crazy. And even when it didn't sell out and you were trying to check out, have it be from Target or Best Buy or one of those stores, you couldn't. It kept giving you an error message. I ended up getting one. I ended up getting it through Target, and I literally had to press checkout maybe 30 or 40 times before it actually completely went through. It was such a pain in the butt. Everybody sold out within minutes of this console. Thank God for Viper, who's another YouTuber, does a lot of interviews with big YouTubers and people like that. Check out his channel. I'll link it down below. He informed me of a few places to end up buying this, so big help to him. So I probably wouldn't have got one without his direction, because his nose was to the Twitter world, and he ended up feeding me a lot of information on where to get it. So thanks again to him. Did you guys end up getting a PlayStation 5? If so, which version did you get? Let me know in the comments down below. And the last story of the day, as you know, there's another Samsung Unpacked event coming up September 23rd. It's going to be where they announce the Galaxy S20 FE, aka Fan Edition. It's going to be cheaper. It's probably going to be about $699, and it's going to be quite a nice phone at that. It's going to have a flat display, kind of like this phone right here, which has a flat display. Oh my God, I love this phone. I love this phone. You gotta watch my video. That's my other thing I wanted to say. My God, this is a fantastic phone. Most exciting phone I've had in a long time. I'm kind of changing the subject, but hopefully you don't mind. My God, what a great phone. Most exciting phone for me since the iPhone 3G. Oh my God, that phone was like amazing. This phone's amazing too. If you have the money, get the Galaxy Z Fold 2. It's amazing. Back to the original story. Let's check out what this phone looks like. Here are some images. These were leaked out by Evan Blass. You can see it's going to come in a bunch of different colors. It has that flat display and a very familiar look to other Galaxy phones. And I don't know when exactly it's going to be available. You would assume probably end of September, early October, when you'll be able to purchase this. But it's a pretty interesting looking device. Snapdragon 865. 128 gigs of storage. Let's get into the tech news. First story of the day. Google has an event coming up towards the end of this month. Is it the 23rd or 25th? I forget. I'll put it in the actual screen. But anyways, they're going to be talking about some new products coming out, and here's two of them. The first one we're looking at here is going to be their new Nest speaker. So think of their traditional, Google speakers, Google Home speakers. This is going to be a Nest speaker, so you'll be able to ask it questions and stuff like that. No screen on here. It should be fairly loud, especially when you compare it to the Mini. And we don't really have a lot. I don't have any pricing on this or anything, but this is going to be what it looks like. The other one is something I'm pretty excited about, and it's Google's Android TV powered with Chromecast. So you think about the Chromecast, which only allows you to cast things, and it doesn't come with a remote. This is that and Android TV built right into it, so you'll be able to control this with the remote. And when we take a look at the remote, you can see that it is very friendly looking, very welcoming. It looks like a remote that's going to be easy to use, and this device I would think would be very cheap. It's going to be able to do 4K video and stuff like that, so I can't imagine this is going to be more than like 50 or 60 bucks when it comes out. Next up is all about the Samsung Galaxy S20 FE, aka Fan Edition. We've been talking about this phone over the last, week or so. And my buddy Jimmy is promo has the phone in hand, and he put out a nice little tweet here detailing and finalizing specs on here, saying that it's a flat display, 6.5 inch, full HD plus, 120 hertz display, nice price, IP68 dust and water resistant, 3x optical zoom, 10x digital, 30x zoom on the rear camera with a 32 megapixel selfie shooter. One UI 2.5, and he basically says it's a good phone situated between the S20 and the S20 Plus. The rumors of the pricing I keep hearing is $699. We'll see if that ends up coming out to be true. But yeah, there's a closer look at the phone in real detail. Next up is a little bit of a fun thing, and next up is a little bit of a fun news story, and it's all about the Galaxy Z Fold 2. I found this on Reddit. I don't know, I thought it was funny. What do you guys think? And here's a little thing saying, the only reason I bought a Galaxy Fold, now he's sad, now he's happy, and it's a photo of George Washington, and when you open it and close it, you can make him either look like he's smiling or frowning. Again, I thought it was kind of funny. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. And the last story of the day, if you have a Galaxy Z Fold 2 and you've been wanting eSIM so you don't have to put an actual physical SIM card into this phone, well, eSIM will be pushed out as an update. It's currently not available for the phone. If you've been wanting to use that, you just can't just yet. And when the software update comes out, we don't know yet. Hopefully soon, obviously, but it's the ability to not have to use a physical SIM when you use your phone. There you guys go. So it will be coming though in an update. Let's get into the tech news. First story of the day, my case that I ordered for my Galaxy, it's over there, for my Galaxy Z Fold 2 from Samsung, the one that has a kickstand built into it, delayed. It was supposed to be delivered as early as like Monday or Tuesday, but it hadn't even shipped as of today, and today's Saturday. I got an email today telling me it's delayed. I don't even know how long it's delayed. I'm so pissed. I have 0 cases right now for it still. Still don't have a freaking case. I don't even know nobody has a case for the Galaxy Z Fold 2. If you have a case for the Galaxy Z Fold 2, I don't know, send me a message. Let me know. Second story of the day, Max Weinbeck has the Galaxy Z Fold 2 and has already cracked it. You can see from this photo right here, he has cracked the camera glass above the cameras, obviously, and he's gonna get it fixed. He said it's going to only cost, I think it was like 28 bucks or something like that. It's very cheap. But yeah, I guess it looks like he dropped it and cracked that camera glass. Not the end of the world. He said the camera still works and everything, or the phone still works. So not the end of the world, and you hopefully have it fixed very, very soon. Next story, all about the Galaxy S21. Now this phone, we've been hearing some information on it, that it could be, in terms of specs, could be really good in terms of some areas, and then maybe a little bit mid-range on some other areas. Well, this is about the camera, and it's not really that big a surprise, but when you see right here, 8K, this is talking about the video camera, 8K at 30 frames per second is 90% sure happening, at least on the Ultra. And that's not really a big surprise because you can do that right now on the Note 20, S20 phones as well. 8K 60, which would be new. He says they want to do it, but it is the 120 hertz plus QHD situation all over again. So don't expect much, but still possible. Though, again, this is a huge rumor in terms of and when I say huge, I mean huge might not happen, might happen. 8K 60, totally not necessary, but it would be absolutely crazy. The file sizes would be even more big than 8K 30, and those are already astronomical. So if it doesn't happen, I don't even care, to be honest with you, because I don't even shoot in 8K. Do you shoot in 8K? Let me know in the comments down below. And the last story of the day is some products that would be coming to Galaxy phones, and I don't see why it wouldn't work with other phones as well, but it's definitely a move in the right direction for content creators that use their phones, and also maybe people that just want better sound when they record videos with their phone. Again, another rumor, might not happen, just getting the word out in case it does. Now, here we go. This is the information. It's that Samsung is working on microphones for phones, wireless and USB, that have 2 modules at the moment. The goal is being exclusive for their latest model. First could be related to the S21. ETA unknown, but they are ready. Just a matter of pulling the trigger at the right time. Now, I can't imagine that they could create a microphone just for the Galaxy S21 series, or even Galaxies in general. You would think they'd have to have some proprietary port, which they don't. They're going to have USB-C. That would be the only pluggable input. That they would have some proprietary wireless technology, again, which they probably won't, and they don't even at this point. For it to be a product that only works with Galaxy phones, I wouldn't think that would it's not even possible, probably. So it would just be a new potential microphone product, which is exciting again for content creators, people that want better sound, because even though the microphones are pretty damn good when you record a video with the Note 20 Ultra, they could definitely be better. If you plug in a real microphone, it definitely sounds better. Maybe you get less wind noise, or because you put a dead cat on there, or it just sounds more direct. Whatever microphone you use, it's gonna sound better with a real actual microphone. Even when I have this little microphone down here, it sounds so much better than just using the microphones built into my camera. Let's get into the tech news. First story of the day, we only have one story today, is all about the Galaxy S21 Ultra and Note 21 Ultra. If you've been following my channel over the last, let's say, week or two, there's been rumors about the Galaxy, S21, Note 21 not being the highest spec'd out phones that Samsung releases, and they would be reserving that for their foldable phones, have it be the Z Flip or the actual Z Fold 2. Now, yesterday, and I wish I had screenshotted them then, there was a couple of tweets put out yesterday by Ross Young and Ice Universe, and the ones from Ice Universe, again, they were deleted, so I'm paraphrasing, but basically they said that, again, look back at these tweets, don't be surprised when you see that the Galaxy S21 Ultra is not as, premium or as high spec versus other phones that they released during the year. Now, I did get some tweets that were deleted. I don't get all of them, but I did get some of them. This first one comes from Ice Universe, and in this one, he says, yes, the next Flip 2 is more exciting than the S21 Ultra, and he references back to a Ross Young tweet. That tweet has also been deleted, but someone has screenshot it, and in that screenshot, you can see Ross Young says, yes, fall is for foldable. Fall being, autumn. So fall of 2021 is also for flip and fold. Looks like Flip is moving to the fall, and foldables will replace the Note launch. That's right, foldables will replace the Note launch. Now, I do have a message into Ross Young to see why he deleted this tweet. Maybe he deleted it because his tweet was incorrect. Maybe he did it because it was too much information and Samsung asked him to remove it. Maybe it's some other reason. I'm gonna try to find that information out for you, but based off these tweets and information that's coming out from Ross Young and from Ice Universe, it seems like the Note 21 will not happen, at least based off these tweets that have been deleted, and that the S21 Ultra will probably be a phone that either comes with an S Pen automatically, or you can either buy it with an S Pen. And then even to add on to that, the S21 Ultra still, even though it might have an S Pen with it, would not be the best phone that Samsung releases, that they would reserve that, again, we've heard this before, for the Z Flip 2 and the Z Fold 3 phones. What do you guys think? Those rumors are getting warmer and warmer and warmer. More information starting to come out about that almost on a weekly basis now. Maybe it's completely wrong. Maybe it's not. What do you guys think? My camp, we've heard rumors of them getting rid of the Note line for a long time, for at least 2 or 3 years at this point. So it adds credence that it probably is going to go away sooner than later, and that they would remove the S Pen and put it in the S line. I mean, both the S20 Ultra and Note 20 Ultra are very, very similar phones, except for a couple of things. But ultimately, they're almost the same phone except for the S Pen. So why not just add the S Pen to the S21 line of phones? That's what it looks like it's going to end up happening. And then if you haven't played with or got a foldable phone, especially the Z Fold 2, I've said it 300 million times, you're probably getting tired of it. A very exciting, fun, awesome phone. I mean, you can literally fold your phone in half and use it as a small phone, or open it up and you have this huge tablet-like experience. You can't beat it. You really, really can't. It's truly amazing. Let me know what you guys think of these stories. Thanks for watching. We'll see you down the road. Peace. And just to go back to the tweet that Ross Young put out yesterday and has now since deleted, where he said, yes, fall is for foldable. Fall is also for flip and fold. Looks like Flip is moving to the fall and foldables will replace the Note launch. I did get some official information back from him via direct message on Twitter, where he has, and I quote, said that this is a possibility of happening. So possibility sounds like a good thing. He has a good track record thus far with information that he's directly put out about Samsung in general. So we'll wait and see as time goes on. We'll know more and more. And also, if you're already on Twitter, I totally recommend following Ross Young. Link to his Twitter is listed down below.